Good morning, welcome to VLOGMAS day 20.
It's time!
Ooh, okay, guys, I think I am sick. I think, I don't know. My nose hurt. My throat hurt. Y'all, something when I woke up this morning and the power just said, I'm gonna leave. So the power is out. It kind of sucks, but I'm leaving anyway, so hopefully I get that under control by the time I get back. But right now, I gotta go back up to VCU. Let me tell y'all what y'all friend LaRue did. Okay, y'all, so on Friday, I had like 40 swipes. And I was like, okay, LaRue, you're not leaving until Tuesday. Keep my card and just swipe at the Pod Market or the Ram City Market. I think all colleges have a Pod Market, but the Ram City Market is basically a grocery store on VCU's campus where you can use swipes and dining dollars. So, I was like, okay, cool. She gonna have a card from Friday till Tuesday when she leave. Why this girl swipe 4 times? I can understand she swiped like twice a day or 4 times a day. This girl swiped 4 times total. I'm like, this was really a waste of my time. But it's okay. So, alright, I gotta get some gas, pick up Nia, and then we're gonna be headed to BC. Y'all, I am so sorry. Like, I this is such a bad vlog, but like, forgive me. So, I went to VCU. I came back. I went to VCU. I packed a bag of stuff that I brought home that just didn't need to be home, like clothes and stuff. So I took that back to VCU. While I was at VCU, I went to the grocery store, Pod Market, to use some swipes and dining dollars. And then I did one DoorDash order. Horrible. And I'm back at home. So then I'm about to go DoorDash again now. And yeah, and I feel so bad because this would be like a going back VC vlog, and didn't really like. I'm sorry. Look, I could give y'all I can give y'all nothing. All right, y'all. So the original plan was to take y'all to VCU with me, and I think I already explained this, but since like I really didn't record, I'm just gonna do a video of me checking my grades because grades are due tomorrow. So let's pray that like they're posted, and even if they're not posted, like for transcript, they're posted in Canvas. So I'm gonna check my grades, and I'm gonna do a rate my professor for all my professors. So let me log in and make sure I know how to screen record on my computer. Y'all, grades are due tomorrow at 12, and 3 of my teachers, 3 of my teachers have not put grades in. What a bummer. Anyways, record on my MacBook. Let's get into it. All right, I go to Virginia Commonwealth University. Okay, so I guess we should get into my grades first. I was trying to put my grades on the screen, but my teachers, like a lot of them, didn't, want to grade my work. Hold on, wait, y'all can't see my grades. Give me a second. I have to edit this out. Never mind. So I have a B in Africana Studies, A in Biology, an A in Choices in Consumer Society, but I think it's a pass or fail class. I get a P. A B in Psychology, a C in Stats. We're not going to talk about it. An A in Wellbeing, which is just like an Introduction to Psychology class. It's a 1 credit course. So, not too bad. But let's get into the... Oh, that's so embarrassing because I'm already... Okay. Let's start off with my Africana Studies professor. I think that this year was actually her first year here. So, let's see if they gave her a 1.3. Where's my water? Why would they do that? Okay, y'all. Let's get into her reviews. Attendance is mandatory. Attendance isn't mandatory, but it's mandatory. Like, if you want to succeed in a class, you should go, but you're not gonna get in trouble if you don't go to class. But a big portion of the class is going to the class because we have discussions that, like, for the assignment. So if you don't go to class, you miss the discussions. But like, you're not gonna get in trouble if you don't go to class. You're just gonna fail if you don't go to class. I guess that's what I thought. When I think attendance is mandatory, I'm thinking the professor is docking points because you're not going to class. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, do I take this class if you do not like reading? I definitely agree. Cheryl gave way too many readings and expected you to have them done by next class. Your grade is based on 5 video diaries, which she takes forever to grade. If she does grade them, she grades very harshly. It is very hard to keep up in her class, and it's easy to fall behind. I definitely agree. Okay, so they said that she gave way too many readings. Yes, we had a reading every class period. So we was to read the reading and then come to class and talk about the reading. Now, there was one time where nobody read the reading and she kicked us out of class. She's like, if you didn't read the reading, leave. So, okay. So, but some readings were really large, like 300 words. I think she was really tripping about those 300 word ones. But if you don't read the readings, like, at least skim through it so you know a little bit, like, so you know what she's talking about. But if you don't feel like, I feel like if you don't like reading, don't take the class. But you don't, I'm not explaining it. Yeah, she was right. Your grade is based on 5 video diaries, which she takes forever to grade, and when she does, she grades very harshly. I also agree. The lowest I got was a 6, and the highest I got was an 8.75. She grades them when she feels like it. Like, she literally just graded stuff that was due, like, back in October, this December. And then she doesn't give feedback. So if I'm getting low grades on these video diaries, but you're not telling me what I need to, what I need to do to make my grade better, what am I supposed to do? Like, I mean, like, maybe with 3 or 4 video diaries, and she showed examples of good video diaries from other students. But, like, she doesn't give feedback, so you don't know what to improve on. It's very hard to keep up in her class, and it's very easy to fall behind. I agree and disagree. It just all depends on the type of student you are. Y'all, they really ate her up. Y'all, this is really her first year at VCU. Okay. The next one says, they said grade rather not say. Oh, they dropped the class. Her says grade rather not say. I have to cough. I'm so sorry. Cheryl, I love how everybody addressed them by their first name, about her first name. Cheryl came off rude and mean to students easily. I've seen many times where she makes the students feel uncomfortable and disrespected. The amount of times we had to read was ridiculous. It's easy to fall behind, and grading is extremely harsh. The instructions are tedious and very confusing. Most of the people withdrew or dropped early. Don't take. Okay, I wouldn't say she came off rude or disrespectful, but maybe just, like, stern. I don't know. I feel like she was really sweet. Not sweet, no. I feel like she was just I don't know how to explain it. But, like, I could definitely see how some people can feel that she came off rude or aggressive. Yes, the class is like I'm gonna insert something of the readings in our modules that we had to do. But yeah, we had a reading due. We go to class. The reading, you had a reading, a handout, or a video, or Martin Luther King speech, and you supposed to come to class, have read it, and be prepared to talk about it. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it seem. Okay, y'all, we have 2 more reviews for her. Run for your life. She took a long time grading assignments. I do agree. She doesn't know what she wants and goes with the flow regarding grading. I want to say I agree as well. There's a lot of reading which doesn't mostly go with the lecture. I disagree. Each module had a reading related to it. So, for example, let me see if I can find one. My computer's overheating. That's why. So, Module 2 is... Okay, no. Module 3, the Black Literary Tradition. In the readings we read, Lift Every Voice in Saying, The Gilded 6 Bits, The Organizer's Wife, Prayer Meeting, Sunrise, Parable of Sour. And it basically talked about the Black literary tradition, Harlem Renaissance, Black arts movement, and Afrofuturism. So I think they do go, but some people may disagree. 2 more, y'all. 2 more. She just said not a fan. Wow. Okay. The actual content is good, but that's not where the good ends. She likes to have discussions in an 80-person class, which never works. 50% of your grade is 5 diaries, which she is harsh to grade on. Another 40% of your grade is a group project. She doesn't give any feedback. She just numbers on the rubric and gives boring lectures. Okay. Let's debunk this. The actual content is good, but that's not where the good ends. I definitely agree. what I learned in that class was so amazing. Like, the African knowledge, African American knowledge was so good. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was amazing just learning about black people, and it was the only class where the class was predominantly black. So I just felt really good about that at PWI. And learning about things that I'd never have learned about or talked about my entire life was just wow. She does like to have open discussion. My computer just. She does like to have open discussions, which it would work better if people read the readings and like to talk, but they didn't. So most of the time the class was like really silent, and then she'd get irritated because why is nobody talking? So if you don't like to read and you don't like to talk, I wouldn't take this class. She does not give any feedback at all. You're basically like going off vibes, or if you talk to other people and see, okay, what'd you get on your video diary? Oh, you got 100. Can I see like what you do so I can make mine better, you know? But no. Okay, my next teacher we have is my favorite teacher this semester. We love Miss Jill Reed. Like, she have a 3.5. I just think that she should have she has a 5 out of 5. As she should. Let me move to the biology that I took. I took 201. 53 readings. I'm not going through all of these. I love Professor Jill Reed. I've never met her a day in my life, but I love her. I took it online, and in Canvas, she would post the assignments for the week. The assignments were open on Sundays, and they were due Tuesdays and Thursdays. You were allowed to do the assignment as many times as you want. So let's say the first time you get a 10, you wait a couple minutes, and she lets you retake it as many times as you want until you get your satisfied grade. She also offers bonus points after each week, like after each module or each week, whichever one. All you have to do is write a sentence about what you learned and how it applied to your life. Or even Black Bailey Day, you just have to write something. And she gave you 2 bonus points. I literally think that was amazing. She used to also, you had like a few weeks to get your work done. I don't know what her late work policy was, but I know that she kept the modules open a good amount of time, as well as she also gave us breaks. So some weeks we didn't have work. I think it was like every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks. I'm not really sure. But I do remember like weeks where she was like, this module closes, here's a week off to, catch up or just take a break. So, and also a book is provided, so you don't have to buy a textbook. And all of her reviews are really good, except for this one. Oh my gosh. It says if you want an easy A with lots of homework, take her. I maybe took like 3 hours a week, if that, to do her work. She did have Zooms. They were called preceptors, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right. But she used to send out an email, like, maybe, like, once or twice a week, like, hey, if you have any questions or need any help, like, join. I never did, because I feel like it was such a straightforward class. Like, that lady literally deserves her flowers. Next. Oh, I got an A in that class. I don't think so about that. I don't do humanities because that class was super duper easy. And it was online. And, like, he didn't really teach at all, so... Next one do psychology. I love him too. His name is Professor Donahue. No, that's not him. How do you spell Timothy? Maybe his name isn't Timothy. Hey, yeah, it is. What does he have? A 5 out of 5. Amazing professor. Okay, I took him for Psychology 101. And... his class again was, why are the reviews broken up? Let me do the one with the most psychology reviews. Okay, let me tell you, his attendance was mandatory. At first the attendance was online. So the class was from 4 to 6:40. So he would end the class whenever time like he wanted to. And he would open on Canvas, he would open the assignment, it would be open for 5 minutes, and you were supposed to submit it. But if you weren't in class, you wouldn't know when he opened the assignment. So, but then towards the end of class, he had given us note cards stamped with the dates on it, and we had to write the attendance. But the thing is, you could have came, like, the class from 4 to 6:40. You could have came at, like, 6 o'clock, and you would have still got an attendance card. So, We had 3 tests, study guide for the test for all of them, 2 papers, easiest papers ever. One was about a podcast. You find a podcast that relates to psychology or something that we're gonna learn, and you talk about it. Y'all, I actually turned in the paper 2 days late because he gives us a 2-day grace period for paper assignments, and I got 100 on the paper. I used the Black Girls Therapy podcast, and then for a TED Talk, I just YouTubed a TED Talk about sleep. I think it was like 5 paragraphs, like super duper easy. And then the learning curve modules, it's like a thing on a computer where you have to give you a question and you have to like fill in the blank type thing. And that was it. He also gives you 40 extra points if you do a live presentation in front of the class, which does not seem hard. I wish I would have did it, but they just go in and talk about something in the lecture with a cute PowerPoint and get 40 extra points. What else? Yeah, he does not ask for a lot, so I don't know why this person is. Be ready to work. He gives a lot of work. You have a quiz due every Friday. Lie. You even have to, okay. Okay. Let me break this down. You have to write papers. You write 2 papers I just talked about. Easiest papers ever. Like, I'm gonna insert the directions for these papers, y'all, because it's literally easy. And then it says you have to read a 200-page book. I don't know if this is considered cheating or not. I don't want to incriminate myself. I bought the book, and I read the book as I was taking the test. You just got, like, I know people who got a PDF version of the book and was reading the book as they were taking the test. Pack back was due every week. Yes, pack back was you had to take something that we learned from the lecture or not, because they really weren't reading them. It was self-graded or automatic grading. Pack back, you write something, you write a question, and you answer the question, and you post a citation, basically an article that you found. Be like, oh, why do babies cry? This is why babies cry. I get it from the baby website. And you're supposed to respond to 2 other people's questions. It's not that hard. Like, am I lazy? Dr. Donahue makes 2 to 3 hour lectures variable. He's interesting and funny, although the class is not particularly what? He gives it also a good amount of extra credit opportunities. It's a somewhat difficult class, but mainly because of lecture length. I do like this professor, highly recommended. The 4640 didn't even feel like 4640 because he was so funny. Like, he's an adorable man. He's talking about he had a grandkid. Like, his sense of humor was just, he made things like enjoyable and likable. I recommend him. I'm supposed to be writing. I'm just reading them. I'm supposed to be writing reviews for them. I forgot. I'm sorry. Let's do my statistics professor. I don't know her name. She's a 4.4. Okay. Although I had a C in this class, the C was because of my fault. Like, at some point in time, I didn't like completely stop one of my lectures, but like I might have missed a lecture here or there. And then if I'm missing a lecture, I would not go back and try to learn the notes. So I'm not going to class regularly. Okay, I don't want to say it like that because I was going to class. Like, I wasn't a bad person. Okay, I'm going to say I missed a few classes. Not going over my notes and not studying. And she used to give us practice tests. Practice tests used to look exactly like the test. So instead of learning the content and the information, I would just try to learn the practice test and how it was worded instead of learning the information, and it messed me up. But I really think she's an amazing professor. Hold on. This person said this class is set up for student success. The lecture videos explain the problems in detail, and she provides multiple examples. The problems in the test are very similar to the practice problems done in class, and she provides a practice test that is also very helpful. Overall, the way she set up her course made it very easy to be successful. I agree. She thoroughly explained everything. She would go over the lectures, provide examples in the lectures, and would help us refer to the practice problems in the textbook. Then she gave us a practice test of what the test would actually look like. So, like, even though I had a C in the class, very bad, it's really hard to fail this class. Like, it was really easy. And she was a very sweet and nice professor. All great reviews. 7 tests, quizzes, But it is like you have a test every week, which is, I don't know if that's just a math thing, because my friends also have a test every week in math. But in my last, I think that's my last professor. My last professor, she's a university teacher, so I don't even know if she, no, she doesn't have one. Her class is the first, I think hers was taught this year too, for the first time. So I have to sneeze. Achoo! Ew. Y'all can't see. So she don't have any ratings, but it was really just, that's nothing. That was really just introduction to psychology. I mean, introduction to the university and rec world activities. Easy A, it's elective. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 21.